Like fucking shit, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I guess we're gonna try something different here. I actually hit the B button. What the fuck? So, hey, what's up, guys? Sane Stelson, probably very late. What the fuck are you doing playing Madden? And what the fuck are you doing an Xbox video with this nasty ass mic? Did you not learn anything from your Generations playthrough? I mean, I did. I learned never to do that again because it's fucking terrible, but I mean, you know, I kind of want to do something NFL related because I like football so much, just like I like Sonic. And you know, today is the first day of the tampering period for NFL free agency. So you know that's always nice, and you know we're just gonna have Madden 23 in the background because they'll be playing, even though you're like, why aren't you playing Madden 24? Because I don't give a shit enough to try to get Madden 24. You know, I have this on EA Play, so I actually legitimately could actually care to actually do that, but I'm not because I don't. Fuck it, let's just play that. So we're gonna talk about this today, about how the hell I don't even know. This is gonna be kind of weird to commentate and play this at the same time. I'm texting my friend here. He's a Raiders fan, which, bro, I would be happy you took Christian Wilkins from us. So said that bro is not very happy that they signed Minshew. And I said that somebody said they were going to sign Fields, and he was like, I saw somebody say we should trade for Fields and sign Henry and become an insane red team. That actually would be pretty nice.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
So we actually had, because we actually had a trade today. It says the Buccaneers and the Lions made a trade. The Bucks actually traded Carlton Davis to the Lions. They traded him a 6th-round pick this year and a 6th-round pick next year for a 3rd-round pick for this year's draft. So, hey, there ain't nothing. So, you know what? They're out here trying to build up for the draft now. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy moves.
Tonight we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday nighter of the year between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
So yeah, there's a lot of big moves today. Obviously, I can probably talk about the moves that my team, the Miami Dolphins. I don't know why I struggle to die on the inside. They always do this to me. It's just like, why? I don't know. But I can understand why. Is obviously we've been trying the last couple of years that this past season was supposed to be our big push to make a Super Bowl, and it ended how it usually did, with us not winning the division and then being a 1st-round exit again. It's been a common theme, which is now why Miami is actually has the longest playoff win drought in the league. If I'm not mistaken, it is now at 24 years. I haven't even seen my team win a playoff game in my life. So, yeah, that is true. So, I'm thinking about it in this, and I should probably reflect some of these moves. But we've seen the Dolphins cut a lot of people, including Xavier Howard, who you probably saw on screen actually. Is right here. Emmanuel Ogbah, who I was using there as well. It's also gone. Thinking about it, Christian Wilkins is now gone as well. Signed a 4-year, $110 million contract with the Las Vegas Raiders, which, you know, he got his bag. he got his bag. We can't be mad at that. I mean, he got his bag. There's no doubt about that at all. He got his bag.
That could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. How about that? Red man coverage and decided
Still kind of sucks figuring that, you know, he was the first pick of the rebuild back in 2019. Now he's off to, I don't know about greener pastures in Vegas. They'll be playing alongside Max Crosby, but to say that'd be better, might be a bit of a stretch, if we're being completely honest here. I don't know. I want to play for Vegas over Miami.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt.
But then again, I'm not going to sit here and try to make those decisions. Obviously, a big reason why is, number one, obviously, he priced himself out of my Miami has no cap space, figuring, you know, they have a shit ton of moves to make. Well, obviously, because, you know, like big contracts like Tyreek, Bradley Chubb, and Jalen Ramsey. I mean, it's just case in point, just point blank and simple. It's just a lot of cap space. Obviously, it's a big thing when you're a winning team. Obviously, when you don't really have a lot of superstar players, you have a lot of cap space, and you don't really have to worry about signing all these players. But when you do, in Miami's case, you have to worry about that. So we lost Brandon Jones, Christian Wilkins, Robert Hunt, and Andrew Van Ginkel. But we brought back our punter, which was one of the better punters. We brought back Nick Needham, so that was one of the few good things, honestly.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long.
So I guess that's cool.
He'll see the ball and he'll see it often.
I'm actually surprised that wasn't picked. Yeah, I mean, we brought him back. I mean, I still haven't seen Nick Needham's contract. I actually know what it is. Is it just a one-year deal? Did he get multiple years? Like, what exactly was it that he got? Like, I'm very curious to know. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to find out at some point, eh? I don't know why I said that like I was Canadian. I was like, eh?
The hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating.
It doesn't necessarily mean that Miami's like basically just completely dead in the water.
Not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
There's options. I mean, as far as we know right now, Miami's actually doing things to, you know, help their caps, just be like restructuring contracts and all that. Which, of course, they have to get into the cap by Wednesday at 3. So, you know, that's a thing. But they signed Anthony Walker from the Browns, who supposedly is going to be able to take over a starting job. That was stuff by cutting Jerome Baker, but bro has not stayed healthy, so, you know, if he doesn't stay healthy, then he's a perfect pick for the Miami Dolphins. Oh wow, that was terrible. Fletcher Cox? Who the hell was he? The Bills in this game. He just retired in real life, so.
All the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure.
We waiting for, you know, the Dolphins to try to make a move. They had absolutely no cap space to make any kind of move at all whatsoever.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
They actually low-key don't. Well, they do. They just couldn't sign any place. I mean, Christian Wilkins got freaking. Was it? He got $27.5 million a year.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice
I'm trying to
job
sell
there
this stuff
stopping
like
it
this. It's
from
kind of
all
hard to
angles.
do this and talk at the same time. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And then Robert Hunt goes out, gets a $100 million contract from the Panthers, and freaking that's $25 million a year. That's crazy. But he's earned it. He's definitely earned that. Like, the big thing about him was just, hey, I'm gonna go see what I get in free agency. And, you know, got a bag, to say the least. Happy for this guy. I mean, it sucks to see him leave because they've been like the actual good players, and all the Dolphins like to say Chris Greer sucks. I mean, yeah, he mismanaged this a lot. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But these are players that he drafted, by the way. So it's just like, how can you say he sucks? I mean, yeah, the part is it sucks, not that he didn't want to pay him. He did, but these guys got so good, they outpriced them. They priced themselves out of Miami. And that, Chris Carey having an affinity for outside stars, like Bradley Chubb, most likely. Most likely Bradley Chubb and Christian Wilkins' case, and Teron Armstead and Robert Hunt's case. I mean, you can definitely say that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
You make a valid argument for all of those.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A bunch of other stuff. So I guess we can talk about, like, I guess some of the other moves that obviously
So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come
free
open,
agents had of
puts it
sign,
right
which
out
I
there,
guess is
and
the
they
whole
pick
point
up
of
first
the video.
down.
Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills.
So a big thing, I guess, that what the hell? Where's the fucking list?
Double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
For the NFL's top 101 free agents that they have on their list. So we're gonna go down the list. Kirk Cousins is going to be a Falcon. That is interesting. Like, that's just very interesting.
That's 10 touchdowns for him.
Excuse me. So yeah, that is very interesting that he actually is going to be a Falcon. Like, I mean, I knew obviously like there were rumors that he was going to go to Atlanta right before free agency began over the last couple of days, and it is true. He got a 4-year. He's going to get a 4-year, $180 million contract, which obviously none of these guys, nobody can sign. Except for like except few that were cut like before free agency began. Like obviously these guys cannot sign until obviously the new league year starts at 3 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. So yeah, that was one of the bigger dominoes that they were waiting to fall. Was that Minnesota tried their best to keep him, but it just wasn't meant to be. I think they said like Kirk Cousins. Did they say Kirk Cousins lives in Atlanta? I can't remember. Or actually, no, they're going by quarterback position. So next up is I don't know who Jacoby Brissett. I know who Jacoby Brissett is. He still hasn't signed with the team. You know about Baker. He re-signed yesterday with the Buccaneers, which I think is really good. That is big for the Buccaneers. Bring him and Mike Evans back. That's pretty big. I mean, that gives them a chance to, you know, be able to be pretty successful next season without having to worry about having to rebuild with another quarterback and then having to find a true number 1 receiver. I think they still have Chris Godwin, don't they? I want to say that they do. I'm pretty sure they do. It's not a bad deal. Tannehill's washed. As a Dolphins fan, take it from him. He's washed. His time as a starter is over. Unless he's just a bridge for a team to suck and pretty much just have to go draft somebody next year. You know, suck bad enough to probably get. He probably get you about 6 wins. You're probably like, how's that washed? Well, interesting story. Russell Wilson is going to the Steelers. So the big question about that is he going to be the starter? Is he going to be the backup to Kenny Pickett? Like, which is it, man? Okay, that was a bad throw. Oh, shit. He didn't go from there. But, yeah, how is that going to work for Russell Wilson? Like, is he actually going to be the starter in Pittsburgh? Or is he just... He's just going to be sitting around, you know, being the backup. I mean, he got signed for the veterans minimum. So, you know, I mean, if he doesn't work out, the Steelers can just cut him for absolutely nothing. Jameis Winston is there. Gardner Minshew is a Raider. My friend who I was just talking to is a Raiders fan. He's not happy about this at all. So, I mean, go ahead and assume, obviously, that right now he would be the starter unless the Raiders are drafting a quarterback. And he's probably, I would say start, because I'm definitely starting him over Aiden O'Connell, and you know the whole Jimmy Garoppolo thing just backfired. Like, what the fuck was the whole point of that, anyways? Like, that was just a disaster in the making. I mean, from the very beginning, when he basically pretty much failed his physical, and they're like, hey, we signed you this contract, but then we can pretty much just get out of it for nothing if you fail your physical. So, like, what was the whole point of that? It was stupid.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's not
Tyrod Taylor and the running back. Saquon going to the Eagles was, I mean, that's just the rich getting richer at this point. Like, the Eagles have a Super Bowl caliber roster. How in the world are these guys not run out of cap space themselves? Like, holy crap. Like, Howie Roseman actually is, legitimately might actually be the best general manager in the league. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. I might actually be dead serious. It's like, how? Yeah, he's going to the Eagles. He got like he got a 3-year deal. So obviously all the Giants made. Tiki Barber already said that he was dead to him, which Saquon actually tweeted about a couple of minutes ago. Was pretty much just said you were never a fan of me even when I got there. So don't even start, pretty much. Derrick Henry is still out there. Since, you know, obviously since the Titans signed Tony Pollard to a 3-year deal, I think that pretty much all but says that, you know, Derrick Henry's time with the Titans is over. Like, I don't think they're gonna pay Tony Pollard, like, give him a 3-year deal and then bring Derrick Henry back on a big contract. It's very interesting to see where. I mean, a lot of people said like he might go to the Ravens. Checked out. My friend says they should get Derrick Henry. So I've been a couple of people saying he might go to the Dolphins, which I don't necessarily know if he would fit the Dolphins' offensive scheme, since the Dolphins are very like a zone running game. Mainly also because of the fact because the Dolphins have, you know, they have obviously the big things about their offensive speed. I sound so stupid. I really sound like I don't know anything about ball. I know a little bit. Probably not enough to actually care about it. Catch us in bounds? He did. Good job, Tyreek. So, yeah, speaking of the Raiders, let's talk about their now former running back, Josh Jacobs. This one was very confusing at the time. When he actually signed with the Packers, we're just like, why? They still have Aaron Jones. But just not too long ago, they actually released Aaron Jones, which I still don't understand why. Was it because of the fact that he just cost too much money? Like, was that really why? Because he just cost too much money? It's not because of talent, that's for damn sure. How much I do know. There's no way it was because of talent, but he signed a 4-year, $48 million deal with the Packers. And Brian Burns was traded to the Giants. Oh, man. Oh, Bengal is going to love that. Holy crap. He's going to be a big fan of that. Yeah, Josh Jacobs is getting like 12. He's getting paid $12 million a year. For Josh Jacobs, it's not bad. Figuring he was the not this past season, but the year before that, 2022 season, he was the NFL's you know, rushing champion. So we know he's got the skill and the potential to be a top-tier running back. He's kind of off this year a little bit. Took him a little while to get going again, but he has the ability to do it, and if he's able to get back to that form, the Packers have got themselves a bona fide franchise running back. That is for sure. Tony Pollard, we just talked about signing with the Titans, so he'll pair with Tajay Spears. And now Aaron Jones is on this list now, which I would assume that he's definitely still a starting caliber running back. It's just a matter of who's going to sign him. Obviously, DeAndre Swift was, as far as I know, once the tampering period started, he was the very first player to actually sign. He signed a 3-year deal with the Bears. So he had a pretty good year in Philly. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does with the Bears. Austin Eckler is still out there. I wonder where he's going to go. Obviously, he does not plan on going back to the Chargers because he tried to get traded out of there last offseason because he wanted a raise. He didn't get it. So somebody will take a chance. I don't think my friend said that Eckler might actually be interested in joining the Raiders. J.K. Dobbins, it's very unfortunate all he's had to go through in his career. Just straight up just because of the fact that Injury after injury after injury.
A little bit questionable.
If he could just stay healthy and have the ability to stay healthy, I think he'd be a really good running back.
Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's got another first
So
down.
did
as
the
he's
Singletary,
brought
which
down
I guess is going to take over for Saquon.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation,
It was an interesting
you have to
pick
think about your
from
tight
receiver.
end.
Calvin Ridley has not been signed
Picking up
yet.
the first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
So the big thing I've heard about him, since I'm going to go ahead and probably assume, because of the fact that the Jaguars went ahead and signed Gabe Davis, that he's probably not coming back because they're going to pay Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk, and Calvin Ridley like top tier receiver money. Well, they're not really paying Gabe Davis top tier receiver money. I think he's got
Set up a return, and remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open
I don't know. He
space.
could get like a 3-year, $39 million contract. So that's not bad. Obviously, and you have yeah, the Patriots. I've been said they're going to make a massive run at Calvin Ridley. So we're gonna have to see on that. Marquise Brown is on here. Bro's gonna be a pretty good deep threat somewhere. Like where necessarily?
We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, they're blitzing the house, dude. Oh, dude.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
It took too long to throw it there, and I tried to throw out of a sack, and it just did not work. So yeah, because Marcus Goodwin is a true deep threat. Like, he's still got elite speed, so it's just like, you know, he'd probably be like a really good. And just take the ball right back. He'd be a really good, like, probably like a good slot receiver somewhere, like on a top tier offense. That's an NFL stage. So there's that Gabe Davis, we talked about the Jaguar, Darnell Mooney are all here.
Man, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two.
Which I still think that like Curtis, I remember the Dolphins really wanted. We all wanted Curtis Samuel. Obviously, we didn't get him. Well, I think it'd be a solid like addition because Miami still needs a lot of stuff. They just don't have like all the assets.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still
Mooney
an
is
effective
here.
gain nonetheless.
KJ Osborne. I don't know. KJ Osborne actually was a free
Over
agent.
to the air, Tagovailoa. And
I
that's
don't know
gonna
why I
be
thought it was a good idea to throw that pass.
the coverage to
Odell
prevent
Beckham is on
the
here. I wonder if
commentator
he was going to
from
sign him.
three
Tyler
minutes
Boyd.
down.
Yeah, he's definitely not. I think I kind of want to go for this. Do I actually want to go for this? I think I might. So my friend that I worked with was a Bengals fan, and he's just like, bro,
They're going for it.
for the
Here's
Waddle, let's go! Did he catch it? He did! Let's go.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified.
Yeah,
That was a heck of
like
a move.
literally he was like, fucking Tyler Boyd was dead to him like the moment he dropped the game-winning touchdown pass
Flush to his right.
against, it was like against the, oh come on,
His throw is
hold
gonna
on
be
with that.
incomplete.
He dropped the game-winning touchdown pass against the Texans. He was like, no. He said at that moment in time, I was done with him. Kendrick Bourne re-signed with the
In the
Patriots.
coverage, they continue
And then
to
Michael
challenge all
Thomas
those
is there. I
receivers.
wonder where Michael Thomas is going to sign.
Throwing
Like, if
again
anybody's
on
going to show him
second and 10.
any legitimate
Tua.
interest.
And that'll be incomplete.
Tyreek's like,
Took a pretty good
it's
shot
like,
as he tried to
no,
pull
no
that
way
one
anybody's
in.
going to catch anything.
Couldn't hang on
For sure.
third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket.
Yeah, Michael
only
Thomas
if you're
is here. Tight end
absolutely
Hunter
sure.
Henry re-signed with the
Otherwise,
Patriots.
use
I didn't even know
your
he was
running
about
back
to
and
be
try
a
and get those yards a
free agent. I
safer
really
way.
didn't. I don't expect him to get first down. No, he stepped out,
To
bro.
his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins
No
have taken
fan.
the
Oh, well,
lead.
those are the only two big name, like, active tight end. Tyron Smith's going to get paid a lot of money. So. Tim Brown. Williams.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Talk about Robert
What a
Hunt.
sequence there and a nice
I
one
hate
for
it.
them. They
Hate it
forced the
so much.
interception, put together a
There's
little
the one
drive,
guy I really
and
think
then
Miami
got
needed to try to
points.
keep at $25 million a year, which is way out of their price range. And I don't think it took a genius to try to figure that out either.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Christian Berry is a Titan. That's a big thing for the Titans that they need to do. They need to completely just fix their offensive line. Because it was so bad last year. I mean, we didn't take a genius to figure that out to see that. And if Will Levis is going to work as their quarterback, they're going to have to be able to protect him, give him some other weapons besides DeAndre Hopkins. And now he'll be able to, like, Tajay Spears is already a decent option out of the backfield. Tony Pollard is as well. So that's only going to help him. So if you're going to give Will Levis a chance to be a franchise quarterback, obviously you're going to give him some help. And with Robert Hunt going to the Panthers, like that's massive. Figuring the fact that Bryce Young had no help at all last year. His receivers were ass. His offensive line was ass. The whole offense around him was ass. It was terrible. It was just, all of it was just terrible.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the clock will
Connor
stop with
Williams.
30
I don't expect Connor
seconds
Williams
to
to
go
be signed
in the
anytime
first
soon,
half.
just because of the fact he's still
So on
recovering
fourth
from
down,
a
here's the
torn
Australian
ACL.
Mitch Wishnowsky
It'd be
to
massive for
punt
the
this one
Dolphins to
away.
get him back,
He's
but
been
it'd probably be a while before he actually gets
as he
signed.
gets
I would
away.
think so, unless somebody wants to go ahead and try to get it out of the way.
A very good return
There's
there,
always
giving
that.
them even 20 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position.
Rushers,
First and 10.
you obviously Daniel Hunter still out here. Jonathan Grenard is a Viking now, which that pretty much just kills the entire any chance of, you know, of Daniil Hunter actually coming back to Minnesota. Honestly, if we're being completely honest here.
Let's just settle for 3.
He can be.
Situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying
This one, Bryce Huff is an Eagle. You know, anything that makes the Jets worse is obviously considered a win in my book. I'm going down the sideline for him. Yo, Cedric caught it. There you go. He held on to that one. But that's the other ones. Let's go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made
Yeah.
at about the 5. Now the offense will
Darius
run
Smith
their
went back to the Browns. Andrew Van Ginkel.
with halftime.
I mean, that was all. I think honestly that's probably the one the Dolphins could have definitely gotten done. It was definitely for AVG. 2 years, $20 million. They could have worked something out like that. I mean, come on, dude. I don't know why I threw that in the first place. I don't ever usually throw it on the outlet like
They may be
that.
snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively,
Can't get sacked. You get sacked and
force the
it's over.
incompletion, force
It's
them into
over.
going for 3 and not giving up
It will be
six.
Jover after that.
Flushed out right.
But
He's got
those Anderson's open.
down. Dolphins. Robbie Anderson.
But this is a big thing, which isn't surprising mainly because of Brian Flores. I mean, he drafted Andrew Van Ginkel when he was head coach of the Dolphins, so it's not really a super surprise there that they would actually sign him. That's big because he's probably going to flourish in Flores' system. Clowney is here. Coach Armstrong, right now about him. Marcus Davenport is a line. Leonard Floyd signed a 2-year deal with the 49ers.
So time enough for a kickoff here.
Brandon Graham signed with the Eagles. Emmanuel Ogba is on here. He'd probably just be quality depth somewhere. D-line, obviously Chris Jones, who signed with the Chiefs. Christian Wilkins signed with the Raiders.
To the 25.
Leonard Williams is still here. You have Eric Armstead, which that shocked a lot of people because him and the 49ers couldn't get a restructured deal going. So they pretty much just said, hey, you know, you can't take a deal, so we're just going to cut you. Grover Stewart is here as well, DJ Reader. The quad injury is probably what's keeping him from being signed. And Nico Autry signs with the Texans. Calais Campbell, I mean, kind of need to see about him. He's probably on the verge of, like, I would say, like, retirement. For obvious reasons. Hold on just a second.
Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes leading the way as his guys pick up win number 14 on the year. Next, we're going to stay in the AFC West as we head to Vegas to check in on the Raiders at home in Allegiant Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Jimmy Garoppolo in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers.
All right. Well, let's see here. Getting back. Frankie Louvu is the commander now. Patrick Queen is like the one guy who's actually been rumored to go to the Dolphins. There's Anthony Weaver, but he's also been rumored to follow Mike McDonald to Seattle and go sign with the Seahawks. Haven't heard anything yet. Haven't had a new signing as far as I know here in a while. There's also that. Of course, you know, high risk, high reward. That sounds like a big name Dolphin signing if I've ever heard one, that's for sure. Brooks, Levante David is here. Aziz Al-Shir. Drew Tranquil re-signed with the Chiefs. Levante David made it pretty clear he doesn't want to play for anybody else except for Tampa, which I can completely understand that. Devin White is here. I think Devin White would be interesting for Miami. But big thing that I think a lot of people have seen with him is kind of like what's probably going to keep him from getting signed for a while is just complete and total lack of like effort on certain plays, not giving 100% effort every time. Which that is a big thing. Bobby Wagner's on here. Willie Gay, Josie Jewell, Anthony Jennings, Blake Cashman. Those are Vikings. Lots of quarterback Kendall Fuller is on here. Stephon Gilmore, Kenny Moore, Chidobe Awuzie. This hasn't been updated, but he signed a. I think it was a 3-year deal with the Titans. So he's following, even though he's following you know Brian Callahan, who came from. Throw it short like that. He caught it, but he lost a yard. Like that's me like kind of panicking with the throw too fast. And that literally doesn't do shit for me. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Tre'Davious White is on here as well. Probably just because of the fact he's been having to suffer so many injuries here these last couple of seasons. You know, he kind of just has to prove it. Like he's probably gonna more or less have like a prove it deal. Get like a 1-year deal, and it's like if you can stay healthy and then get back to like your elite form, you'll get paid somewhere. Excuse me. So Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is here now. He's not here, obviously. He's not my special guest or anything. I don't have one. I just have the dog here. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. But yeah, of course. I wonder if he's finding the market that he was looking for last year for this year. It kind of remains to be seen. He did miss some time, obviously, this year with a torn pec, but he came back. I think he's a very good player. He's like a DB. He's really just a DB. Like he's not a corner or safety. He's just a defensive back, kind of like how you could put Jalen Ramsey in that conversation too. So yeah, Xavier McKinney. I thought at one point it said he was going to the Eagles, but he's actually signed a 4-year deal with the Packers. So that helps them with Darnell Savage, who actually signed a deal with the Jaguars earlier. Sam Curl was still out there. Julian Blackman, Justin Simmons is a big one. I would assume wherever Justin Simmons probably signs, he's probably getting a multi-year deal. On 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, I'm so bad. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Big guy, Jordan Poyer, who's also a Geno Stone. Actually,
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Yeah, boy,
Hey, Tai-Tai, here's my little buddy.
he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Little Chihuahua pug mix.
First down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Geno Stone is a Bengal. Decides to trade in the
They'll run again
the
with
purple and
Harris.
black for the orange and black.
Quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
So Jordan Whitehead, Alohi Gilman resigned with the Chargers. The teams don't really care about special teams. So yeah, there hasn't really been a whole lot that's happened. Like that's like the top free agents that are on the list. But yeah, there isn't really a whole lot that's happened here these past couple of minutes. Like just a little bit of time.
On play action. Allen.
It'll be so nice if Bradley Chubb is able to come back next season.
Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Whoa, hold on, guys. The Dolphins they've made some fucking moves. We're under the salary cap now. Holy crap! Oh my God, we have cap space. We don't have a lot of it, but we have cap space. Need to figure out what the fuck happened while I was gone. I was looking on that and not fucking Twitter. Hold on, boys. It says the Dolphins did a conversion on Jalen Ramsey's contract, clearing almost $20 million in cap space. And of course, the first comment is too late. Everybody left, which that's true, but that wasn't gonna keep Christian Wilkins and Robert Hunt around anyways. They $27.5 million and $25 million this season was just too much for Miami to pay. And because of course we say that we're paying Tyreek Hill $30 million a year, but you know what? Tyreek is an elite level player. He's one of the best players in the entire league, and he's worth that money. That's not me saying that Christian Wilkins and Robert Hunt are not worth their price tag, because they damn well earned that money. Christian Wilkins worked his ass off. He basically banked on himself having a big year, and that's exactly what he did. He earned that contract he got from the Raiders. Same with Robert Hunt. Turned into one of the better guards in the NFL, and now he gets to reap the rewards by getting a $25 million a year. Getting a it was a 5-year, $100 million deal with the Panthers. He's earned this. They both earned that. They just weren't going to get that with Miami. It says Miami also conversions on contracts of Zach Sealer, Alec Ingold, and Durham Smythe, coupled with Jalen Ramsey's new contract. It says Miami's cleared $28.78 million and is now under the cap with some room to work with once Term Armstead's adjustment becomes official. So they've been clearing cap space. So where the fuck's Tyreek's at? Is he not pitching in? I mean, he's just been in the news this whole time. Like, he just always seems to find trouble. Like, the big news report here was like, hey, he was at a comedy club in Atlanta, which everybody says he was in the fight. No, he wasn't. He did get in an argument with this woman who apparently he stole her seat on accident. And then obviously, you know, basically, and then didn't want to cause any trouble. He left, and then a fight broke out. Of course, most people can be like, yeah, you know, Tyreek's done some pretty bad shit. But at least this time he was smart enough to leave. Like, I'll give him that. Tyreek was smart enough to leave this time because he knew. He just knew. He just has a knack of just getting in trouble and finding it. Like, for being completely honest. Like, let's not lie about it. We don't have to lie about it here. We really don't.
That's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 25 on 2nd down.
Lob it over his head. Oh my gosh. I try to make cool passes, but guess who can't do cool passes? Guess who's dog shit at this game? I am. But I don't pride myself as a Madden player. Absolutely fucking not. I am dog shit at Madden, and I really don't give a fuck. Okay, so we're gonna put it out here. Hey, let's go!
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 25 yards for
Thank you, Cap Birdie. That is such a
That
good
drive that really increased their
I'm
cushion.
happy, guys. We have cap space.
Very precise.
We have fucking cap space, dude. Holy shit.
And slowly but
I'm
surely
happy,
now,
dog.
starting
We
to
have
fall
cap
away a
space.
little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
So the big thing, I know I said earlier about how the Panthers traded Brian Burns to the Giants. They did it in exchange for a second and a fifth-round pick. So the Panthers now have, since obviously their first-round pick, which is number 1 overall, belongs to the Bears in exchange for them trading up last year.
Sanders, and that'll make this a
They get 2 second-round picks this year, and they get another fifth. And with that, the Giants are giving Burns a 5-year contract worth up to a maximum of $150 million. So Brian Burns earns his well-deserved payday. Panthers get more picks to work with that they desperately needed. And Brian Burns basically gets out of a bad situation to a somewhat better situation. I guess I don't know.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're
And
gonna
Austin
try to
Eckler is a commander. That is interesting. 2-year deal. Oh, what the fuck? I thought I was playing offense for some reason. See, I got fucking distracted.
They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So Mac Wilson is a Cardinal.
qualified by the holding call on the tight end.
So this is interesting. It says, yeah, the Panthers originally rejected a package of 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick from the Rams and didn't even get a first-round pick for Brian Burns.
The gun, it's
But going back in time, they probably wish they could redo that deal now. But, you know, it,
1 quarter remains here.
Oh, Bengal did tweet. He said, 2nd and 5th for Brian Burns. Would love to see other Giants fans get mad at this. Oh, no, we have to pay. You pay good players. This has no impact on the Giants potentially moving up for a quarterback if you're convinced yourself that it does or they have to. Which, of course, the argument of that is, yeah, Daniel Jones is still making like $42 million a year. And made it pretty clear. And it's been said multiple times the Giants want another quarterback.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
But we're just going to have to see how that goes.
Yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe
Of course, they picked 6th overall.
They're going to be steering.
You know, if for some reason, you know, one of the top 3 quarterbacks were to fall, I would assume the Giants would probably take them. If not, I would probably say get another offensive weapon.
To Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by
Like, you know, maybe like I'm gonna assume Marvin Harrison Jr. wasn't there if the Chargers don't take. Probably, and I would assume like the Chargers are probably going to take possibly either take whoever is there. If Malik Neighbors is there, I would assume they would take him there if Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't on the board for some reason. And for some reason, if both of them were off, or if they just decide to, they might go Brock Bowers to try to give Justin Herbert some help. That would be my guess. That would be my guess. Not really doing mock drafts over here.
Once again, it's Mostert.
But it's just a prediction that I'm probably going to go with.
Rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock
Is a
continues to
prediction. I
move.
think I might go ahead and end off the stream after this because there's not really a whole lot happening right now. There's not a whole lot to actually like record on because there's just not shit happening.
Offense on the sidelines. And let's close this one out.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
You almost caught me lacking. You almost got me lacking. You almost got me lacking. Almost got me lacking. Almost.
As they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They'll run with Mostert.
Almost got me lacking. They almost got me lacking, Ty. Almost, but not quite.
Raheem Mostert with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, they're just doing just a whole lot. Let me see if I can scour Twitter to try to find out.
Ready to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a really nice play call there.
Yeah, it said Dolphins and Trump Armstead officially agreed on a restructured deal, and he'll be back to play in his 12th NFL season.
Maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of
Is Chris? Yeah, what is Chris Greer cooking something up? He better be. I hope so. And we feel a little bit more optimistic.
Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and
Which I
10.
think somebody already said that, basically Tyreek was like, he wasn't worried because he knows Chris Greer's cooking up something good. Does Tyreek know something that the rest of us don't?
Gain, second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I was not actually paying attention. What the fuck, dude? Oh, yo! No, that don't count.
And it's Shakir. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We're cap compliant. We're cap compliant. No more being complete
So the
fucking
big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
cheap wads. At least not until probably about this time next year when we gotta pay Javon Holland big money if we don't trade him away.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen.
Oh!
Time tonight,
Give me that shit.
picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL.
Kicker. Wow, Will Lutz was reaching to go to Jacksonville. He was like, nah, I'm gonna stay in Denver.
You guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second.
So the Dolphins didn't even offer Andrew Van Ginkel. What the hell was that stutter? I was like, they didn't even offer bro anything. So what the fuck?
Good enough for the first down.
The Patriots and Chiefs have been.
They hand it off to Mostert. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Heated up. That was an hour ago. So and he's still not signed.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Dolphins,
But yeah, guys, as far as I know, that's not anything. So I think we're gonna end it here.
For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching.
So if you guys, this is an interesting stream. If anybody here actually watched and actually low-key gave a shit, thanks for watching. And you just shit on me in the I get that too. Trust me, quality. Acting like I don't know fucking ball. I get it. But anyways, I'm gonna head out. So I'll catch y'all. We might do another one of these tomorrow. After, you know, figure something out. Might do one tomorrow. But we'll see. But in case we don't, probably will. Just depends if anything happens. But I'll see y'all tomorrow when we do another stream. Peace out, guys. Take it easy.